But at the end of the day, a customer's willingness to pay for your product is determined by what their perceived value of your product is. Now, marketers have a lot of control over perceived value, but there are things that they don't have control over. It's very expensive. There's no homo economicus in the world. There's no completely rational economic consumer that is fully aware of every competitive alternative in the marketplace and knows all the pricing and knows all the features and benefits of each one. There are concepts called search costs, where the more I go research a particular purchase, that costs me time and money. So I'm limited as a consumer in understanding what's available. And so between that, as well as potentially there's some amount of risk discount. Like you say you could create $1 million worth of value for me, but I'm not sure. I don't know. You mentioned before the concept of free trial. This is where the concept of a free trial can be valuable, because I might read your website and say, this product looks like it could solve my job, but I haven't looked at it. And then you do a free trial and you're like, oh, now I get this realization that the value is actually there, right? But before that, I have a risk discount on the value you say you create. Based upon that, then we can have a conversation about willingness to pay. And this is where most, I think, pricers or most people who think about price, tend to get stuck, right, without the other areas, which is just, thinking about willingness to pay as if willingness to pay is some universal constant that just exists in the ether. No, it's tied to the value you create, the value you can communicate to your potential customer, and then the prospect or customer will be able to assess like how much they'd be willing to pay for your product. But again, marketers do have a control over do they understand the value you're creating? Are they able to communicate that and change that perceived value for customers?